Summary for tonight, it went to a shootout. Kings lose their second straight shootout, but still 4-0-2 in their last 6 points in 6 straight. Canucks seasonal 16 shots, but they get 2 points, as we mentioned. Scott Parse with his first goal in the NHL. Congrats. Let's hear from the head coach, Terry Murray.
It's a useless part of the game, the shootout. I hate it, but the fans love it. From that, I like it, because the fans are excited. They're standing up and, waiting for the next shooter. So it is good for the game, but boy, do I hate it.
Is this tougher than Wednesday night because you were more down there?
You know what? Maybe a little bit. It's a home game. You feel like you've outshot them 2-1. We've played pretty well. We had some quality scoring chances, and their goaltender hasn't played a lot in the last I don't know, maybe a year really. He played pretty well out there tonight, and they played a real slow the game, 5 guys back at their own blue line kind of a game. They took a lot of the emotion out, a lot of the speed out of the game, and it was a good strategy by them. It's not it was a good plan, and still at the end of the day you feel you should have won it because of the territorial edge. But I want the players to move by the shootout, though. I talked to them about that at the end of the game in the dressing room. It's real important to know that we played very well for 2 games, and against 2 real good teams, playoff teams, and you got to move through the shootout, come back, get on the ice, and feel good about yourself.
How do you make this loss?
All right, so interesting. Terry Murray hates the shootout. I think he has to find a way to warm up to it, considering it's part of the game. How do you feel about it, Foxy? How do the players feel about it? How would you have felt about it as a player?
Well, when you win, you feel great. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When you lose, feel awful, and you got that through right there when Terry Murray was talking about. I think with the way things have gone, and when you talk about fans and their ability to come to games and ticket prices and all, I think the NHL is doing the right thing with the shootout, because you're giving the fans more for their money. They have a chance at the end. It's not that complicated for a lot of fans that maybe not grew up with hockey. Mm-hmm. So now it's a one-on-one. It's a skill against skill. It's one of those things that you have to live with, and I think it is important for the game. It hurts right now, but more to Terry's point right there, I think it is right. I think the Kings cannot vary from the way they played the last couple games. Yep. You're going to play a few games in the season like the Kings did tonight. Nothing happening. Nothing's going on. You have to make everything happen. You have to be patient, and for the most part, the Kings were.
I like the shootout.
I'm glad you did.
But how would you feel after a tie? You probably felt miserable. You played in a ton of those.
I think it's not a bad idea to reward skill, and a shootout rewards skill. It's one of those things where, the fans go home, and all the times when there wasn't a shootout, there was a lot of criticism around the NHL. Hey, you don't have a decision. No one knows who won. No one knows who lost. Now you have that, and I think most everyone likes it again. The last thing fans remember when they leave the building is an exciting part of the game, breakaways against the goaltender.
Don't leave early. Never know what's going to happen. Unfortunately, last couple nights didn't go in the Kings' favor. Heidi Andrel.